Hello, all you handpines out there, and welcome. Please excuse me for just a second as I fix this guy. I got into a ranked game because normally it takes a couple minutes to get in, and this one took 10 seconds, 12 seconds maybe. It didn't take long. It didn't take long, is the point. So, here we are. We're playing some Town of Salem, and we're playing some ranked gameplay, and I'm going to be an escort, as I often am. In fact, I need to have a sip of water because I was eating cookie before it popped up. I was like, wait, what? We're actually going to a game? Okay. Survivor, okay. Much better. All right. So my name, what is 2P this time? I don't like it to be 2P, just generally speaking. I always, I know a lot of people don't, but I do escort night 1. The way that I see it is that it's basically a 50-50% chance you're going to hit town. And it's even a less percent chance you're going to hit town that actually, is going to cause damage if they're roll blocked. Basically, investigative rolls are the only ones that really suffer from a night 1 roll block. So, and you stand to maybe find an SK. You stand to maybe prevent a cleanse or something, like a janitor clean. Or you can work together with Spy and potentially find somebody else out later on. So, there's so many reasons, in my opinion, why you should, or why you could at least, go ahead and do that night 1. I, however, was witched. And I'll probably mention it, although it might get me targeted. In theory, Mafia shouldn't target people who claim witch, because a witch knows what their role is and can then use them. Oh, Jailer. Wow. Well, that's not good. If there's a retry, we gotta do something about it. So I'll let people know I'm witched last night, and I'm a role that could be useful to them, but it's not necessarily, Wee woo, add surrender button, and get 5. Yeah, white male, I don't believe you. No, he's survivor. He may not be. I also hope you have a ret in here. Why let Survivor win? Why waste time killing Survivor? Yeah, I don't really generally agree with voting for survivors, but I'm interested to see who will vote. Because people who vote might give us an example of... He might be a survivor. He might be an X. I feel like people who are voting him up right now are not Mafia. So I feel like the Mafia are not voting him up, is what I should say. So, and it's not really based on too much that's strong, but let's pick it as somebody who didn't vote up. Oldies but Townies voted. Alice Young, Rock Me, Mr. Rob. Pizza. Let's do, I guess, black male. And let's see if maybe we're able to hit something that's important. I don't know. I'm not feeling very confident with this early jailer death. And we'll see what happens. So, I was not witched last night, so chose somebody else. White male was killed by a what, I wonder? By a werewolf. Now, there was no moth kill. This doesn't necessarily mean nothing. Or I should say, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. It was a mayor. Wow. Well, no retributionist, I don't think. Oh! So I'm going to claim this right here. So I'm claiming random sound right here. Okay? And you can push me if you have to. Whisper rolls. And like there could be BMR is going to enjoy this. I'm on Ankle. Ankle is suspicious now. Because typically, Mafia doesn't want... Mafia wants there to be the least amount of talking as possible, basically. We haven't seen anybody being BM'd, so there's a possibility that there's a BMer. But I haven't seen anything that makes me think that there is one. So I'm suspicious of Ankle because it seems like Ankle is trying to make people be quiet. So, sorry, eating. So he's probably really busy right now. But I did whisper. I'm going to go for Ankle tonight. Two vet claims. Yeah. 2 town killing claims. Yep. Which, I mean, veteran is impossible, but the any could be potentially town killing, so keep that in mind. Ankle susp. Mentioned BMer. Doesn't seem to be a BMer. So that might sound very weak, but in my mind, it actually makes quite a bit of sense, because if you really think about it, my theory is that if Mafia wants town to talk less, what's the best way to get town to not whisper their mayor roles, or to not have to whisper role themselves, to say BMer is going to love this. So it makes sense in my mind. I was controlled by a witch again. Just Egyptian was killed last night. Killed by a member of the Mafia. Could not find a will. Hopefully this is the witch. Oh, they killed the retributionist. That's a little bit unnecessary. I suppose he was confirmed town, but roll blocked. Witched. So oldies but townies is who ended up being roll blocked. And I mean, I'm pretty confident in my will right now that I could withstand some judgment. I said my role and how to prove it. I don't like Ankle though. I don't like Ankle much. Mentioned BMer as if to scare town from whispering roles. So I'm just going to tell him my thoughts, and we'll see what happens there. And I will vote for him. With him. Let's feel the vote. The vote was pretty quick. Ankle voted. I don't like this one. I mean, it could be werewolf. Could be werewolf. Vigi. Nope. Nope. Just nope. No. This could be the any. I'll shoot whoever you tell me. Inno her. I'm not going to vote here. This whispering is interesting, though. Alright, so Inode. Oh. Wait. We can't let Alice. We can't let. Well, we can actually let her live because I can just. We can't let her shoot because she's gonna be. I can't. I have to block her. I have to block her because Witch. If Witch controls me, then we're okay. She can kill whoever she wants to kill. Then she can kill the other. She can shoot the other person, the other claim. But if Witch controls her, I need to block her. So I need to go for the block here. All right, I was controlled by a Witch. So I don't know who I was controlled into. Killed by a member of the Mafia. There was no Vidge kill. The sheriff. Ankle. I really, really, really want to know what that result is. Mordred. I'm escort. Got witched. I've told you this several times now. Kill Alice, in my opinion. Alice, kill Ankle. Kill Ankle, that's it. I was witched again last night. I have to block Alice. I can't let them shoot if they are actually Vigi, which can control. So, let's look at Sheriff. Pizza says Moff. I don't know why nothing was said about it necessarily. Maybe we missed it, but they're dead. There could be a framer, potentially X. Pizza. No. How about we hear a roll anyway, though? I want to hear a roll. My target was Ankle, actually. Yeah, I'll vote. Can we kill him instead? Jailer, don't vote. Just like, don't vote. I'll take this one. Not a problem. If this is, yeah. I don't like Ankle, so. But I don't like Alice either necessarily right here. He is Town. I don't like Party either then. Pizza Roll was Werewolf. That's good. Don't know how it came up as Mafia, though. I have to block Alice Young. Like, do I have another like option here, guys? Like, I have to block, because if Witch doesn't, if Witch takes them and shoots, somebody with them, then we're in a lot of trouble. I was controlled by Witch again. So Party is dead. Party was killed by a veteran. And was mafioso. Okay, that's good. That's good. Alright, now get Ankle. Immune. Lynch 13. So. What do you, I jailed 13. What does that mean? No Moff kills. Oh my gosh. Alright. Let's kill the witch. I'm confirmed Doc. Killing Ankle I don't think helps us as much. So who is this? No claim. Wait, I'm pretty sure that one is Mafia. Jester probably. Yeah. Like, we need to find the witch. I can't block the witch. See, I don't like that. Yeah, I'll push back up, I guess. This very well might be a jester, but... What in the world is this jailer doing, though? I jailed so-and-so last night and there was no Mafia kill. That's because Mafia tried to kill the veteran, you dummy. Please tell me you put your name in there. Alright. No, just guilty it. Alright, so clearly they haven't tried to use Alice Young to shoot anybody. That makes me think that Alice is there's 2 NOs. What is this? It's not Jester. No last will, I like that. Was blackmailer. There was a blackmailer. Oh my goodness, probably AFK. So I'm probably be used again to block the jailer. It's not likely that Alice is... She can't be a mafioso. So, I mean, she's probably a Vigi then. So I suppose the best thing is for me to still block her. This is a confusing but a very intense game, guys. And a very long game, too, at that. Alright, so I blocked Alice last night. Mordred is dead. Ankle is dead. Executed by a jailer. Well, this means that oh, he's the... There you go, yep. Is he the witch? That's what it looked like, yeah. So who else voted innocent up here? Oldies but Townies and Mr. Rube. That's why I wasn't blocked. Mr. Rube claims vet, and that's probably right. Alice claims Vig, and I believe that one too. Yeah, what the heck happened there? No. Alice was role blocked. Oldies is lying. I believe that. Oldies is GF. I can role blocked tonight if you want to be safe. And we can not vote. So if you want, just vote. Alright. I'm not sure it's the wisest thing to do. But Mr. Rube, I believe he is veteran. You watch Skim? I am Skim. Kill me already. One more TP. Crew is Doc. If he's in, I'll get Alice. I don't agree with that. I think I blocked Kuru tonight. Crew voted innocent because they're mafia and they know their town. Who is this though? Let's just see. Found a will. BG. All it says is jailed. That doesn't seem right. And bodyguard is a very common Godfather claim. Godfather claim. And there's another mafia. Did Alice vote up? Crew did, but Alice did not. Now I'm suspicious. Yeah, I'm blocking Alice tonight. Crew voted up, which I don't think they would do against their mafia partner. Alice didn't vote, and she didn't vote guilty. Boom! Yep. That vote gave it away. Yeah. Good game. Town just lived forever, though. There was just... Town just lived and lived and lived. That's really why I think that we were able to come up on top of that one. Yeah, Kazoo was pretty vocal. And with Spy, I think Blackmailer... I think BMer was AFK. That's what it seemed like, at least. No one seemed like they were blackmailed, so. That's awesome. And who claimed survived right off the bat and then voted with Town the whole time? Giles Corey. Right there with us. Actually, it looks like he didn't vote, so I guess he wasn't voting with Town, but we didn't need him anyway. At that point, it was over. The voting is what made me decide for sure that it wasn't Kuru and that it was Alice. So interestingly enough, I spent a lot of time trying to block Alice, and night 6, she was blocked, and I want to know what her role was. Could have been Framer, perhaps, because Sheriff said that Pizza was Mafia, and Pizza ended up being Werewolf, but that still would have worked. It still would have came up and showed them as Mafia, and so Framer would be probably the thing that I'd be expecting to see, but I'm interested. That's definitely pretty crazy. That was not at all what I was expecting, her to be Mafia. But I did what I had to do. I think that I made the right choices as escort. I had to keep blocking the potential Vigi. But then eventually I was like, wait, why is Witch not going for them? Like, if I was, maybe Witch knows that I'd be blocking, but that seems very in-depth for them to not even try and see how smart I am. So let's see what it was. Framer, okay. So we ended up winning that one. We would not have won that one without the Retributionist. I honestly don't believe that we would have won that without him. And we were also a little bit lucky, perhaps, that we were able to take out the Witch when we did, because taking out the Witch allowed me to finally do my job. But the Framer is a fairly useless role once Sheriff is dead, so the Blackmailer I don't think was actually there. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe. They'll grab some fun stuff. I really do appreciate it. And most importantly, as always, peace out.